What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and today we're going to be talking about Hood stock, which I have the chart pulled up right here. Let's take a look. You can see that we have been on a crazy ride over the past 14 days here. We IPO'd just about 2 weeks ago at $38, and since then we hit lows of $33 and highs of $85, which is an incredible gain over just a couple of days. And there is a big story behind this, right? The reason that this rose so much was because Robinhood got a lot of attention on Wall Street Bets and other trading platforms. And this essentially created a momentum play where a bunch of people were buying in and it just spiked the price way up. Now, this is really good news actually for Robinhood, not just in the short term, right? But on a fundamental level. Because what you have to understand about stocks is that stock price is determined by an equation based off of supply and demand, right? So when there are more people who know about a stock, that actually creates more supply just naturally, right? If you tell 100 people about a stock, maybe one person's going to buy it. So the more people who know about Hood stock and the massive quantities of people who found out about Hood stock during this huge run-up, just the momentum traders and people on trading communities, that created a higher supply, a higher demand for Robinhood stock, which has naturally now driven up the stock price, right? Because there was not much that changed fundamentally over the couple of days after IPO and after this change, right? But now we are trading around $47, even though we IPO'd at 38. So this has actually driven up the natural price of the stock, at least in the short to midterm, right? Over the long term, perhaps less people will be interested in it or more people will be interested in it. But what we're interested in today is actually a catalyst that could potentially set this stock running way up or shooting way down. We're going to have to see about that. But the earnings call is coming out tomorrow, and this is going to be huge news for Robinhood stock, okay? This has not happened before in the history of the stock because it's only 2 weeks old. And the earnings call is actually very important for this company because it's their first earnings call. And people are going to be looking to this to determine the future tone that this company is going to take, at least for the next 3 months until their next earnings call. Because a lot of people aren't too sure about how this stock is doing, and they kind of just bought in on hype. A lot of bag holders up here probably, right? People who are paying $70 or $80 per share for this stock are now holding it to see, hey, what is this stock actually worth? How are they doing earnings-wise? What's going on with their financials and their user growth? And we're going to find all of that out tomorrow. So a lot of people are going to be looking to trade this stock after the earnings call. They're going to see, is this stock worth what I paid for it? Did I pay too much? Did I get ripped off? Is it a great deal still? A lot of people are going to be interested to see what happens there. So the reason that this earnings call could really set this stock up to either shoot up or shoot down is because if these earnings come out better than expected, then we're still in a relatively in a justifiable range stock price wise for Robinhood, right? Because Robinhood IPO'd at $38, and that was deemed to be a fair IPO price, and that was actually in the bottom of the IPO range that they had. I believe they could have IPO'd around 38 to 42. And now we're at 47. So we're only about 30% higher than the IPO price. Now, if we were trading around $80 or $70, it would be a different story, okay? People might not be interested in buying more shares, even if we had a great earnings call, because the stock price had just doubled over the course of 2 weeks and not necessarily off of fundamental news. So even if there was a great earnings call, people would be looking back and saying, hey, 2 weeks ago, I could have got this stock for half the price. Why would I pay double now just because the earnings call is decent? However, if there was a bad earnings call, that would really lead to a big shoot down in stock price, right? But we have kind of returned to a more natural area, right? After this huge run up, we returned to a more natural area. We're not that far off from the original stock price, you can see. So people are more willing to be buying or selling the stock since it seems more justifiable, and we're not actually that far off from stock price, right? You can see that's all that we've actually moved. If we were around $80, it would have been a much more drastic movement around there. So people might not be as interested in buying the stock if it were supposedly overpriced, right? We're not going to know if this stock is overpriced until the earnings come out tomorrow. And when they do, a lot of people are going to be buying and selling the stock, which will create some volatility around it. So that's something to watch out for, right? If you're in this stock and say you bought in around $70 or $80 in the hype of this stock, in the absolute hype, right? There's a lot of volume going on. You can see on this day when the stock price was relatively high. I mean, if you bought to that day, then you're down on money right now, unless you've sold. So something that you can do actually, if you are one of the people who has bought up here, or even if you bought, anywhere really, and you're looking for more capital to average down your position with Robinhood, something you can do is go down to the description of this video. There's a Webull referral link where you get up to $2,300 for signing up in free stocks. And all you have to do is make an account. That's free. That gets you a free stock. And then you can deposit $5 to get another free stock if you want it. And those are valued up to $2,300. So that's a pretty good deal. If you're looking for some extra capital to trade Robinhood stock with, that's what you can do. Now, as for where this stock is heading in the future, I believe in this company. I think that this company potentially on their earnings call will show some diminishing numbers, potentially because a lot of online e-commerce platforms have been releasing their numbers lately, and they have actually been showing declining user growth as more people have been going out into the real world. Now, Robinhood isn't an e-commerce platform, right? They're a stock trading platform. They're still a marketplace, essentially, but you can't really buy stocks in person as you can for a lot of the other platforms. So I find it unlikely that people have been turning away from Robinhood just because they've been able to go out and buy things in person. Maybe they're trading stocks a little bit less just because there's more stuff to do in the real world, but it's still unlikely that Robinhood has seen significant user growth declines. I actually think that because of their IPO, and they were just doing a promotion recently, probably to spike up these numbers, they were offering 5 free stocks to people who sign up with a referral link. And I also have a Robinhood referral link. If you haven't signed up already, you can get a free stock that way as well for just signing up for an account and maybe depositing $5, $10. I don't know what it is exactly, but another free stock right there. If you're interested, I have a bunch of referral links in the description of the video. But Robinhood has been doing everything they can, I think, to pump up their earnings calls. So I actually expect this to be a fairly positive earnings call. I think they'll be doing very well. I expect strong user growth, good revenue, and I don't think this is going to disappoint. I think that this stock will probably be moving up. I can't really see it moving too high. I don't think that we'll break the highs that we've had. 85 just seems like a little bit out of reach, but I can see us getting up to 65, maybe 70. Somewhere around there based off the earnings call, if it's really good, right? That's if the earnings call is really good, I could see us pumping up there. If it's bad, I don't see us going too far below 40 personally. I don't think that we'll go too far below 40, right? We IPO'd at 38, and since then, like I said, we have had some natural increase in stock price because of the increase in demand. As more people have grown accustomed to trading Robinhood, there are now naturally more people who want to hold it in their portfolio. And I think that naturally decreases the supply of the stock and thus increases the price. So I don't see us going too far below 40 unless this earnings call is absolutely abysmal. I just don't see that happening. But I can see us trading anywhere in this range, right from above 40, potentially getting up this high if the earnings call is great. But that's what I expect for the stock. I don't know exactly how it's going to move, but these are my insights and what I think is going to happen. So if you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like these stock analyses videos, then please like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Love seeing you guys in the comments and responding to you. So without anything else to say, sorry about that. Actually, hold on. I just realized I was not showing you the chart right here. I was actually, I had the face cam on. So whoops. Now you can see $40 right here, 65, 75. Sorry about that. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.